Zuihou is cute. Zuihou is wholesome. I like Zuihou, if that wasn't obvious. This video will talk about her in detail. Now it is worth noting that Zuihou isn't exactly a new ship girl. In fact, her first appearance in the game was almost 1 year ago in Effulgence Before Eclipse, the event that introduced Unzin. She was designated as one of the protectors of Prime Sakutra's sanctuary, but unlike the other girls she mingled with, like Asanagi Hatsutsuki, she was not part of the event's roster. Not much later, with the launch of Chapter 15, Zuihou made another appearance, this time as the boss of 15-3. Though just like Tone, while it is possible to have a chibi and CG that appears in combat, doesn't confirm they will be available anytime soon, it was possible Zuihou would suffer the same fate. Well, fast forward 10 months and luckily that wasn't the case. Zuihou doesn't appear in the event story until the second chapter, spotting Zuikaku in the forest. Zuihou is still obviously young though, and gets roped into Zuikaku's antics quite easily. She mentions that she was here to meet up with Shiranui and had notes on all the checkpoints in the area. That's probably all you need to know for now. Being the namesake of a class of light carriers, Zuihou sports a smaller stature than their technically younger sisters, and only lightly shares a design motif with Yuho. Just like her younger yet more endowed sister though, Zuihou is blessed with healing capabilities, though as is typical with modern characters, there are significantly more caveats involved bloating the skill description. Zuihou is quite a food obsessive. She mentions having a dream about tons of rice pouring out from a gourd and being able to fit into it due to its mammoth size. When you log back in, she gives you tofu soup and crackers, just in case you haven't had breakfast yet before beginning your shift. You can tell she's a very chipper girl. She also has a speech quirk, chirping in some of her lines. Not everyone has a noticeable speech quirk, but it is always interesting when they do. Alongside her playable debut, Zuihou also received her own skin. The theme is unique, being part of the Dreamland Park set which no other skin currently shares. Her fascination with good fortune carries over to the balloons she has. Not only are there quite a lot of them, she believes giving them to people, including her commander, will bring good luck to them. How positive. On the funnier end of things, she is apparently so light that she can be lifted up by all the balloons she is holding. Make sure you can catch her when that happens. Zuihou is one of several ship girls that stays positive in all their affinity lines, including the upset dialogue. She is more on the clingy side, but far from being on the extreme end of things. If you buy her skin, then at 100 affinity, you get a different max affinity line. Ceremony time. As expected, Zuihou has the smallest hand size when putting on the ring, and do get the Sakura Empire themed background too. Versus the other 70 I've seen, her promised land is on the longer end, but I still enjoyed it for what she is. EX lines are as you would expect, slightly more affectionate than the base lines with some curveballs thrown in as well. I won't show special touch lines in this video, that will be for you to figure out. Do I regret eating my promise ring on her? Of course not. I also might want to address this question, to sob or not to sob. There has been an increasing segment of my audience that is interested in why I believe in this dilemma. Well, in this case, I actually would not enact the sobbing protocol. I like her mostly for the general cute factor and her energetic personality. You could take it a different way, I just have a different opinion on this matter for Zuihou in particular. Can you be civil about this? Good. When I do videos on a single character, the aim is often to explain them to others less informed of them. Typically, my opinion of them is of lesser importance to the goal. Here, I feel the weight of my final opinion is more important. No shame in admitting that I really like Zuihou, unironically. Video is over. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed what you saw. Bigger things are hopefully coming soon.